What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 9 of the Outer Rim broadcasts. We're going to be talking about season 3 of Rebels today. We're finally back on the Rebels rewatch.
Zach finally got into gear. Finally started rewatching this.
No. I actually finished before you this time.
I did not. Yeah, I watched it last night. Finished it last night. I had watched all the way up until the last 2 episodes, like 2 months ago. Did that?
Bro fell off.
I'm a little exaggerating. It was like, no.
And then
8 episodes.
Bro fell off.
Anyways, that doesn't matter anymore. We're here today.
This season is pretty good. Now, is it as good as season 2? I don't know.
It's very close, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
they're all pretty close.
They both have highs, but they both have like lows. But I think the highs in season 2 are just a bit higher.
Yeah, I agree. And then the highs in season 4, I think, are even.
Yeah, the highest.
Even higher. But that's another day.
Another
I
month.
do like seeing Ezra look a lot older now.
Yeah.
He's got his short hair. He's got the green lightsaber, new lightsaber completely.
I
think it looks much better.
He does still have a little bit of the Leo hair thing, but I think it's just because it's like none of it can move, like Kanan's or like Sabine's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like animation style wise, but no, the lightsabers are sick. His new one's dope as hell.
The other one was cool where he could like shoot it too, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. He's got the traditional lightsaber.
No, it matches that matched him when he was a kid. But now this one matches him like in this season because he's super conflicted and like
exactly
the steps into the shadow. First 2 episodes were like
also he's just becoming more of a Jedi, whereas before he still had like the gun and stuff.
Yeah, but he's also like I said, he's like conflicted and he's like got a lot of like the dark side stuff and he's opening a Sith holocron and all this.
Which
is exciting.
Yep. One of my episodes on this season that I really like is the Super Commando episode. And I remember back when The Mandalorian was airing, I was saying how those new troopers looked just like
and they did.
Super Commandos. And then we got to rewatch it here and see them again. But I really like their design. I don't know, just something about it. Probably the red.
No, I agree. I just like how they're. I don't know. I like how you can see both the Imperial and the Mandalorian influence in them. Like obviously see that. I think they did a great job of like translating that into live action.
Oh yeah.
For Mando.
We got Hondo.
Again, let's go.
Yeah.
Got the job.
I always love Hondo. He's kind of like, he reminds me a bit of Lando a little bit sometimes.
A little bit, which we also saw Lando. Was that last season or this season?
I think that was season 1.
Oh, anyways. Yeah.
No,
but yeah, I like how how much more wise he's become and like less like sporadic and angry like he was in Clone Wars. Like now it's just him. Like he doesn't really have a crew anymore. But like he's like giving Ezra like actual advice, and I'm like, ooh, this guy's actually like kind of smart.
He's also kind of like, I feel like he's mellowed out a little bit more because like in Clone Wars he was technically bad. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he was a pirate with a crew, and
he's a pirate with like a whole big He was kind of like bad in a way, but like now in Rebels, since he's just kind of on his own and stuff, he's not really like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but
no, I know he's like, well, he's a lot slower moving too because he is A, older, and B, just by himself, and he's like, well, I'll get what I get and I don't really care. Whereas before he would like push things to be like profitable.
Yeah, one episode I don't really like, and I sometimes skip it, is the Iron Squadron episode.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
just one of those ones that's like it has to be there in order to get a smooth transition from being on Concord Dawn to, with Hondo and all that
Yeah,
stuff. So like,
I
it's one of those
guess.
ones where, is it the best like piece of TV cinema? No. Is it necessary? Technically. And like, I mean,
Honestly,
it's a good one episode like story arc, because like the kids come around. But yeah,
yeah, I
the pilot
guess.
is just really annoying.
The kid.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, yeah. So I'm looking at it now. I think it's actually the lowest rated episode of the show.
Is it really?
I think so. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, because it
Yep.
was like the Admiral's son was like the kid.
6.3. 6.3
Hmm.
stars. Yep, it's the lowest. Which, I mean, that's not bad.
I was gonna say
If
6.3 is higher
your lowest episode being 6.3, not too bad.
Hey, 63 is a passing grade where I'm from.
The highest is like a 9.9.
Is that season 4? Maybe the last episode.
Season 2 Twilights of the Apprentice is a 9.8.
Dang.
Okay, that's actually the highest. 9.8.
Twilight of the Apprentice. Which one? Part 1 or 2? Or both of them?
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 1's 9.3.
Well, part 2 is, I think, the one where they actually fight Vader. Or Ahsoka fights Vader.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. That makes sense.
Yep. And when Kanan gets blinded.
Yep. That makes a lot of
it's a good
sense.
episode. Back to season 3 though.
Back to season 3. I mean, it starts off kind of strong because like you go from season 2 Ezra, baby Ezra, to immediately like shaved head, immediately like almost
Yeah, it's
eye to
literally
eye
his
with like Sabine.
the
and
first
Hera
thing
and all
he
these
does
people.
is have he gets an ATSD pilot to kill his squad
Yeah.
by controlling it. They're like, when did Kanan teach you that? And he's like, he didn't.
Yeah, and you can see like that,
Like,
like
sheesh.
the anger in him, like he's just like unsettled as a kid. Little teenage angst,
Yeah, little Anakin in there.
just a little bit.
I really like the Geonosis arc too.
Yeah, where they go back and like,
And then
They
there's
get
a
the shield
Geonosis
stuff.
in there.
yeah.
And then Saul just like wants to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they like convince him not to or whatever.
Yep. And they save the species.
Yeah, because he had an egg or whatever.
Yeah. They should have killed it. Those bugs are nasty. I'm on Saw's side. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the Jedi way.
Nah, man, they're not all bad.
They're all pretty bad.
They're pretty. They're
I'm just kidding. I just space racism.
But maybe they'll
is
be
kinda
different.
funny. No, but I mean, I really like the second episode too, or Steps into the Shadow, the second part, because I think that's the one where, no, that's not the one. Do the whales come back in that one where they like float through the fuel stuff? I think it's season 2. I might be thinking. I'm thinking of season 2. Disregard. Either way,
Disregard.
the first like 3 episodes show like Ezra's like, I guess conflict with like opening up the Seth Holocron and wanting that knowledge.
Yeah.
And willing to do whatever it takes to get that knowledge, which again is not good for him.
They show his like his maturity, but also his like, yeah, exactly, his conflict. It's like he's older and stronger, but he's also like being stupid at the same time with using the Sith Holocron and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it all circles back to, it's not him like going to the dark side. It's just him wanting to protect his family,
Yeah, and he wants
So,
to know how to
it's
defeat
like-
the Empire.
Yeah, it's like him doing a bad thing, but for good reasons. But can't really do that as a Jedi.
Really shouldn't do that as a
Dark
person.
side is the dark side, no matter what you're using it for.
Mm.
But
But then that's where
But then
episode
the-
like 3 comes in, where they kiss the holocrons together.
And
Kiss.
then that's when Maul learns where Obi-Wan is, right?
Yes.
That was really good.
It's cool to me how they said like they both asked completely different questions, but they both got the same answer. Maul's like, "Where is he?" And then Ezra's, "How do I defeat the Empire?" Well, they both lead back to Obi-Wan /
They all
Luke.
lead Obi-Wan, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Maul, it's leading him to Obi-Wan, and then it's leading Ezra to Luke.
Right.
Which is crazy. Imagine if Ezra met Luke.
Right.
That would have like started the whole like journey way earlier than
they're
it
the
was
same
supposed
age.
to. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It would have started Luke's path way earlier than intended. Even in I feel like even in A New Hope it was almost like early. At least for Luke's
at the time.
aunt and uncle. For them, they didn't want him to.
Yeah.
They didn't want him to do any of that yet. You know, also, speaking of Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, you know how, like Luke and Ben, they go back to his house and it's like completely like just in flames and whatever, and you're thinking like, dang, like that was overkill. But then after watching the Obi-Wan show, it was probably messed up like that because they put on an insane fight.
Yeah.
Because they were dead stormtroopers there too.
Right.
You see the dead stormtroopers, like they probably killed a lot.
They stood their ground.
Yeah, that's why it was so like destroyed. It wasn't like straight overkill or the Boba Fett theories where he just went in with a flamethrower. Like no, it was just them fighting back hard. Like know they took out way more than It's insane. But yeah, I really liked the Sabine's arc in this season.
I do too, and I really like how it's like more than 2 episodes. Like it's like half of the season is her like trying to overcome like her mental state of like not being good enough or being too scared to be, the Mandalore and all those stuff. And
also like just her reconnecting with her family and her people and
yeah, absolutely.
And coming to terms with how she made like that weapon that can just kill Mandalorians. That was this season, right?
I think so, because that was part of the because she was also an undercover Imperial when they found like in the Antilles extraction and stuff. When they went to go get Wedge Antilles out, she was already like in Imperial, and they like told us that. But I can't remember if they mentioned what she actually did for them.
Because she made the weapon or whatever. But and then I like seeing I can't think of his name. The dude with the crazy sideburns.
Callus, Agent Callus.
Callus. I like seeing Callus working with them more. And then we get Mon Mothma for an episode. That was really cool.
We get a hologram of her at the very last part of the last episode too.
Yeah. And then you get, obviously the Twin Sons episode. One of the best episodes of the show. One of the best episodes of Star Wars. Obi-Wan and Maul fight again.
I also
the last time.
I know. R.I.P. to the GOAT. I also just like...
Obi-Wan's not dead yet, bro.
I'm talking about Maul. Maul is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Maul's the GOAT. Right. That boy crazy.
He needed to die finally, like just have peace with himself.
Yeah, he will avenge us.
Oh, such a good episode. And then you see the last shot of that episode is you hear Aunt Beru calling for Luke, and then you see him run across.
And he will. And he will.
It's so good.
I just love how like say what we're talking about this too when he was doing all this, but the way that Obi-Wan like his positions changed, like his lightsaber stances.
It was a psychological battle.
Yeah, because he went. What was it? He went from Qui-Gon to Obi-Wan back to Ben Kenobi.
No, he did. He did. What he did was it was I forget. No, it was his Clone Wars like thing. Where he put the 2 fingers out.
Yep.
And then he was like, nah, like this isn't me anymore, and he brings it into like the Ben stance, and then transitions into the Qui-Gon.
Yeah, Because then he beats him with Maul tries to pulls the same move.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch.
And then he sees Obi-Wan go into the Qui-Gon stance, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat him the same way I beat his master." So then he goes, tries to do the thing where he hits him in the head,
hits him in the face
with the middle of his lightsaber, but Obi-Wan knows it's coming and just cuts right through it into Maul, kills him with one strike. Because Maul is just completely blinded by everything, his rage, the past, everything, and Obi-Wan, because Maul thinks Obi-Wan's here because he's just a broken man, but he's not. He's there for like the most important job of his life, protecting Luke, and he's just come to terms with everything, and so he's wiser than ever. So Maul's no match, because he's like at the highest peaks of his powers he could ever be, just because of his mental state at this point. You know what I mean? And his job is like to protect Luke. He will not let himself die, because he can't. Because Luke is the most important person besides Leia in the galaxy right now.
Right.
The two kids are the most important people right now. So, yeah. And he just gets cooked.
He does get cooked.
He gets cooked, man.
He gets so cooked that he just dies.
He gets cooked. Dude, he becomes his best friend at the end. He gets cooked that hard, like.
And that's just something else that's really cool to me, that like Obi-Wan can like put all of those years aside and just be there.
Exactly. Just like
comfort like the craziest man in the galaxy for like 2 seconds before he dies.
Yeah, this man was really his like greatest enemy. Literally killed his master, his love, like
he took over a planet. He took over a whole section of the galaxy just to get at
Obi-Wan.
And he would do it again.
An insane hater. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
It's
insane hater.
Crazy.
Literally. But then he still comforts him in death. Like, what a guy. What a true Jedi. Literally. True Jedi.
Like, you cannot have a better example of a Jedi.
I've always said, like, Obi-Wan is literally the textbook example of the perfect Jedi.
Absolutely.
Like, it doesn't matter what's happened to him. He's never, like, he always stays on the path, the right path, and shows the true, like, meanings of what a Jedi is supposed to be all the time. Even when Sabine died in front of him and he was holding him, he never tapped into the dark side and let his rage take over. Even with Anakin, fighting Anakin on Mustafar, like, he never, it's insane.
I mean, and that doesn't mean like he never like disobeyed the council. Like he broke a lot of rules too.
Yeah, but that's because the council's rules weren't even following the true paths of Jedi either.
And also his master was Qui-Gon, who was just like before Anakin, the
honestly,
one person who did that all the time.
Qui-Gon's probably the best master you could have.
I agree,
because he doesn't like fill your head with useless, like, meaningless propaganda, and it's just pure protect people, save people, be a Jedi.
He says, listen to the living force, let it guide you.
Yeah,
that is all.
Don't let the council sway you. Like, do what you feel is right, kind of a thing. Like, because that's what it means to be a Jedi.
No, Qui-Gon was like, you ain't gonna let me train him? All right, I'm out of here. I'm taking him with me. Psych. See you later.
It's like, oh, I can't train him? Okay, nobody can then.
Yeah, you can't fire me. You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah. And he quits too, even though he's not even here. What a goat.
Yeah, no.
But I say, you know, Obi-Wan, like, you know, how he's always stayed true, but he does lose himself, and we see that in the Obi-Wan show. But still, he didn't, like, go on a path of rage or anything like that. He just became hermit, you know.
Yeah, and that's fine, because, again, he redeemed himself, and he was shown, because he had to step up.
When he was needed, he stepped back up.
Yep.
And protected Leia, who, just like Luke, is one of the two most important people in the galaxy. If they ever want a chance at stopping the Empire, you know?
Right.
Because if Luke couldn't bring back Vader for some reason, like, because if he died or something, Leia would have been the next person to be able to do it, you know?
Yep. And if she couldn't do it, then that's a wrap.
Yeah, it's over.
Roll credits.
Roll credits, because you're not gonna kill Vader.
Nope, that ain't gonna happen.
And if you can't kill Vader, you're not gonna kill Palpatine. But yeah, and then after Twin Suns, you have the 2-part finale. That's fire. It's good. That's one of my favorite arcs.
It's good, but it's not the best finale of the season.
No. It's just, I just love Bendu in it. Oh my god.
I know. He's like, "That's your friend." Yeah, I think.
And he's just so mad, and he just creates a storm. At first, like, they're like, is he gonna attack us too? But he kind of helps them get out.
No, he did. He struck a couple of the rebel ships down.
Yeah. He was a little
listen,
mad.
I gotta keep it fair. I'm the light and the dark. I gotta keep it fair. You know what I mean?
He's like, you made me mad. I gotta take out just a couple ships here, you know. But
no, it's just really cool to see Thrawn in action, like actually do a battle. Like he knows they have a shield up, and he knows like how long he has to shoot at it to give them just enough hope to be like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's just stick it to them in person now.
Don't get it twisted. If it wasn't for Bendu, the Rebel Alliance would have ended right here. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Thrawn had him. Like, he could not foresee a insane outer worldly,
Yeah, exactly.
Creature taking over here. Like,
and Callus told him that too. Callus was like, I've been here once before, and when I tried to stop him, this happened. And Thrawn was like, but you will see that we are not the same. And I was like, that was cold, but at the same time, like,
It's just how the Force works. Like, there's just stuff you just cannot foresee, no matter how smart you are as a tactician.
Yep.
Stuff just ends up happening.
And I was watching
Jedi.
I was watching videos on like the Chiss as a species, and it turns out they're fairly disconnected from the Force because of how, for 2 reasons. And I'm not sure if this is canon anymore, but for like one reason, they originated from like this group of people that either migrated or like were like had made them, like not like cloning, but genetically manipulated them into becoming existence. But there was a couple of them that were Force sensitive, but I don't think there was any. There was like 1 or 2 Jedi way back in the day, but there was a couple of them that were Force sensitive, and they were navigators for them. And the really funny part is, the really like kind of weird part, is that their Chiss name for those navigators, I don't remember like what the Chiss word is, but they translate to Skywalker.
Yeah. I remember reading about that.
Super weird.
Because they use the Force to travel to travel out there in the unknown regions.
Yeah, that's how they get around.
So it was like, if you were, because like you said, there wasn't a lot of Force sensitive Chiss. So when you were born special, and you were a Force sensitive, it was like you were very important. You were automatically like you go up in the rankings, and then it was translates to Skywalkers because they're guiding through the stars and whatnot. But it's like Thrawn literally had them. There was nowhere to go, and then because they're Jedi automatically are kind of allies with a lot of Force sensitive creatures because they're kind of connected, and the Sith don't really get this kind of treatment because they're not really using the Force in a good way.
Right.
So then good things happen for the Jedi sometimes with stuff like that, and then Bendu was able to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's they really escape, and the Rebel Alliance is able to continue for now. Also, I'm seeing now the arc that I was talking about with Sabine and the like weapon she made. That's right in the beginning of season 4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The season 2 description is Sabine must decide to destroy or use a deadly weapon.
Got it.
I think they've already mentioned, like you were saying, that like she did something. You don't know what it is yet, based off of the story, but
and that's how like the original like clan Ren got intertwined with the Empire. I believe is like she got sold to them or whatever the deal was.
Yeah, they like thought she was a traitor or something, but what happened was she like saved them.
Yeah.
it was make the weapon or her family would get destroyed.
Right.
And they didn't know that though, because she left.
Yeah. But the other thing too is we saw like Chance and Dula again, and another freaking siege of Ryloth. Feel so bad for that planet, dude. Like every single war, they're a part of it.
We need to just take Ryloth and just move it, move it somewhere so they can all be safe.
Ryloth has just been ran through. It's like
they just go through it. It's like Tatooine at this point, man. They go through everything. Goodness.
Yeah. The last battle was actually sick too. That was one where it's Captain Rex versus the commander droid or whatever, the tactical droid.
Yeah.
The super tactical, and I'm like, that's really sick, because it gives them like both closure. Because Rex is also going senile about everything.
Oh yeah, the episode where it's the clones versus droids again.
Yeah, where they like set up this whole battle and stuff.
Yeah, because the general, he thought the Clone Wars was still going on because he blocked the transmission for Order 66 because he thought it was the enemy, like trying to play a trick, which the message would have shut down all the droids.
Right.
But he blocked it because bro is like that.
Calculated it was a trick.
And then they end up having to work together against the Empire.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome. That's a really good episode. That's one of my favorites.
That one's just funny. That one's just like a good one to watch, you know, because like they both come
Yeah.
around.
It's just Clone Wars vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Pure Clone Wars vibes, yeah.
Like there's like callbacks and stuff too, to like the stuff that Rex did.
But I mean, overall, like, it's a good season. I enjoy it.
Right.
Definitely, I think I like it better than season 1. I think season 1 is at the bottom for me, but it's not that it's bad or anything. It's just where we've got more character development at this point, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with season 1, it moves so fast, but it was a good kind of fast. Like, you saw a lot of things really early on that set up for all of this stuff. And season 3 was good, because I like Bendu and the Darksaber stuff and all that. And, you know, Maul's final come around. But I don't know. I think season 1 and 3 are pretty equal to me. Season 1 might just be like that step better, just as like a season and as like a story in itself. I think season 1 is more coherent. Season 3 jumps around quite a bit, which again is fine, but you know. But the other thing about season 2 is like I really like all the Night Sister stuff on Dathomir and with Maul.
Oh yeah, that stuff's always pretty good.
I just, every time it comes up, it's just cool to see like the Force in other ways than Jedi or Sith. And same thing with the like Zeb's people when they went to go find like their planet, the Legend of the Lasat. That was season 2, but like that side of the Force as well.
That's really good, yeah. But literally, see, cause for me, season 1 goes slow for me.
Really?
I know for you it goes fast, but for me it's kind of slow, especially like on the 4th rewatch. But the other seasons go by quicker for me because they're just, I don't know, I just like them better. Season 1, like, it's not bad or anything, but it's like you get a lot of these little episodes, kind of like, you know, like the Droids in Distress episode and little things like that are like, it's kind of like filler. But then you also have some really good episodes like the 2-part opening. The 2-part pilot is pretty good. The mission where they go to rescue what's her name? Luminari, I think it was.
Master Luminari, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like she's actually dead.
She's dead. That
was crazy. Empire Day obviously is insane. I do enjoy the episode where Ezra like infiltrates the academy or whatever. I do like that. But little things like that aren't bad. And then obviously the finale is pretty good. But overall, I don't know. It goes by a little slow for me. But
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just because I've rewatched it so many times.
It might be.
Honestly,
season 3, the way it jumps around a bit for me is, I think, why it's a little slower. Because I just don't have like a concept of time, so it's like, well, still kind of stuck. But we haven't talked about the Darksaber, like Succession.
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
here
yeah.
at all.
That was
I'd like,
crazy.
I'd like to get into that too. So like this is a part where it gets like really foggy. Like we talked about this before, but like episode 11, the visions and voices things, that's when it gets foggy to me. Cause like, yeah, Sabine finds it, but like it's, Maul doesn't want it anymore, which technically means that it's not his anymore, I think is what it is. But like, because I watched another video on it, and like somebody else came up with the same conclusion that we did, that like Luke would have it, regardless.
Yeah, I forget what we said when we did that podcast episode, but it was like I forgot what it was. I think it was like Dave Filoni or somebody said like it's not just like I don't remember.
It's not
I
like
have to
blatantly
rewatch
just
the
winning it
podcast.
in battle. It's like you need to.
You actually have to want it too
Right.
and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, whoever has it now, it doesn't matter because the Darksaber got destroyed.
Why you gotta remind me?
It's all good. It's gonna be rebuilt. We've already talked about this.
You're right.
It's about to be back. It's about to be back.
Like,
But it is really cool seeing Sabine learn how to use it, and then it's cool to see her use Ezra's lightsaber, which we will be seeing again in the Ahsoka show.
Have they
so that's gonna
confirmed
be
that it's
cool.
his? They have, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's
Because there was that second trailer that came out where it was like a better shot of it.
Yeah, they even released a screenshot of her using it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's gonna be really cool. And then
the Legacy of Mandalore arc where she like actually beats Gar Saxon for it because he takes it back for whatever reason.
and
And
then
she's
she
like,
gives it to Bo,
yeah.
which ended up coming back full circle into the Mandalorian, which is cool. Seeing all that because Bo failed to be able to rule.
Did she? That was that episode?
Yeah, at the end. Because she was, she could have chosen to stay. Sabine could have chosen to stay and lead with the Darksaber, but she gives it to Bo and then goes back with the Rebel crew, the Ghost crew. That's her family, her family now. Wait.
No, I don't think it was that episode.
Right?
No, I don't think it was.
Or did she choose to actually stay at that point?
She just chose to not kill Gar Saxon even though he had it. He had her at the neck like Anakin and Dooku. So
Man,
she chose not to kill that.
Ripping.
And then her mom shoots him, I think. Or Fen Rao shoots him or somebody. No, her mom shoots him. Her mom shoots Gar Saxon, and then...
Yeah, at the end she chooses to stay.
Yeah.
I got this all wrong.
I was going to say, I was like, we haven't seen Bo yet. No, but then she chooses to stay because then at the final episode, Ezra comes back and is like, "We need
I'm thinking
help."
of the first episodes in season 4. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes, you are. Roll it back there. Slow it down.
We're watching this. It's because we're watching this show so fast on this rewatch. I'm getting things jumbled up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because Ezra goes back to...
I see Bo in this.
Yeah, Ezra goes back to wherever they were. Not Concord Dawn, but that snowy Mandalorian planet, I forget.
Yeah.
They go back to there. Ezra and... I think it's just Ezra, because they have the Mandalorian ship at the end of in that finale. So they run back. And then they're like... Ezra's like, all right, we need help. And everybody's like, no, we're fighting the Empire. Like, we have a civil war. We're doing this. And then Sabine steps up and is like, no, I'm going to help my friends because they helped us. And then
the Mandalorians end up coming and helping them.
Yeah, then everybody's like, oh, you're right. And that ended up the reason why they got away from the Empire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was tripping. I was
about to say, I'm like, I don't remember Bo coming up yet.
I'm thinking of the next 2 episodes that we're going to be watching.
I'm going to watch them today, low key.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Yeah, overall, it is a really good season.
It's just hard for these, like, seasons before, like, the last one because it's just all setting up for greatness.
Yeah. The greatness that is season 4. I'm hyped.
I'm
I'm
hyped, but
hyped to talk about that season.
yeah, I'm also scared because I know what happens and I don't want to relive that.
Gotta relive it. But yeah, I think that's it for season 3. Unless you had anything you wanted to add.
I think there was something else. The double agent droid's always fun, like Chopper and the other one.
Oh yeah,
just
that
watching
guy.
Chopper like commit war crimes is just always funny.
Yeah, the chopper kill count is a great video.
Yeah, isn't it in like the hundreds of thousands?
It's somewhere up there. I'll look it up right now just for this.
No, but then I also like we can see Callus like make a full circle too this season.
Okay, you want to hear? Okay, so when you type in Chopper Star Wars on Google,
Yeah.
the first three results are Chopper Star Wars Rebels, Chopper Star Wars War Crimes, and Chopper Star Wars Kill Count. Over 50,000 people and droids.
Oh my gosh. No, he does. He does not care.
He has the second highest kill count in Star Wars.
Oh my god, who's the first? The Emperor?
It's gotta be like Vader or something, yeah.
Vader, the Emperor, or somebody. I mean, like, directly killed 50,000 people is ridiculous. You think about, like, how many people the Emperor, like, killed implicitly is insane. But, like, he didn't actually kill them. Like, Chopper actually killed, like, 50,000 people.
They were like, if they had Darth Chopper instead of Darth Vader, he would have eliminated the rebellion within a week. and merrily whistled about it.
No, for real.
Jesus, dude.
No.
What is the highest kill?
The other thing I was saying is that I like how Callus comes around and we can see, like, him leave the Emperor, or, like, the Empire fully. Granted, he didn't have much of a chance, but, like, we can see, like, Thrawn start to realize, like, there's somebody else. Like, there's a rat.
Oh, yeah.
He just can't prove it.
Jeez, Ahsoka has killed about 4 million, has like 4 million kills throughout the Clone Wars. Battle droids.
Battle droids make
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about because I see another thing with kill counts and Hux has like 155 billion
Well, he
kills.
destroyed an entire system with Starkiller Base.
Darth Nihilus has
Oh,
6.5 billion.
I say he would just eat
Tarkin
planets.
has 2 billion.
Destroyed a planet.
Krennic has 11 million.
That was a whole city.
Ahsoka has 4 million.
That's
Varys-
including. Why does Ahsoka have so many?
I don't know. I think it's because it's including like droids and stuff.
Jesus. But like, I feel like Anakin would have more.
Anakin Skywalker stars Darth Vader is only 153,000.
Most of those are
did
organic,
it-
though.
What did Ahsoka do?
I'm trying to remember. Like, was there like just a massive? Did she like blow up the entire?
Luke has 1.5 million, but he also helped blow up 2 Death Stars.
He did. No, he did blow up 2 Death Stars.
Yeah, Lando has more at 1.8 million. Wrecker's at 2.4 million.
Wrecker.
Jeez. Yeah, from
No,
live action.
I know. I'm just. I
Oh.
didn't guess that.
Jar Jar Binks is at 43. Arrest him.
That's funny.
Mace Windu's at 46.
No
He definitely
way.
has more, like,
no way
off
they're
screen.
not counting droids. They are counting droids, and Mace has 47 something on screen deaths.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this list is.
I'm trying to think of this. Why would Ahsoka have 4 million droids killed? Like, what did she like? That's not all from her saber. Like, she must
do
have blown
not-
up a whole station or something. I don't remember.
Okay, it says there's characters that have killed any other sentient beings in Star Wars canon and Legends media, from highest to lowest. Yeah, I don't
And
know.
Legends,
Apparently. Well, yeah, that's Darth Nihilus.
Nihilus, yeah, I guess.
Jeez. I'm seeing different ones, so like I don't know what's accurate.
It's hard to say, but I don't think there's that much Legends with Chopper, or at all. That's all. Chopper's all canon. Unless there's some weird like comic and whatever that came out. Well, it was all after 2014. So.
Oh, okay. So the reason why Ahsoka has so many is because of the second battle of Geonosis. She destroyed a weapons factory, which had an estimated 3 million droids inside, which is why Barriss also has a lot, because they both did it.
Oh, that's one where they got, like, crushed underneath everything in that ATT.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot about that arc. They did, yeah, because they almost, like, suicide bombed it.
And then Rey has so many because of when she brought down the Sith temple on Exegol. There was like 50,000 Sith cultists inside. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. I remember now. But, like, do you count, like, droids as sentient?
Yeah.
You do?
Especially, yeah. Especially when you see, like, when they're working for other people and stuff. They definitely have minds of their own and stuff.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They have personalities.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, somebody lied by saying Chopperhead the second highest. I don't know what article that was talking about.
I mean, if you don't count droids, probably, because like pretty sure he blew up a couple Imperial ships, and they've got how many people on those?
Either way, that man is a madman.
Yeah, no, his kills are not like his kills are not ethical either. Like it's like painful and a slow death.
It's just war crimes after war crimes.
They're personal.
And then he's just laughing.
And then he just does whistle it off.
Well,
that's why we love him.
I think that's gonna do it. We will be. Honestly, I don't know what the next episode. Next episode may or may not be the season 4 recap.
We'll see. The way Zach watches the show, we'll do it next year.
Effective immediately, Robert is now off of Outer Rim broadcast, so this will be just me.
Good luck trying to edit these videos, boy. It's all me.
Alright, well, see you in the next one.
We'll see y'all next week.